Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're looking at the ultimate off-road setup for an Aussie 4x4 and 4B, four-wheel drive, truck, ute, whatever the hell you want to call it. I'm super excited about this because I'll say it again. Some of you may know this, some of you might not. I am a big off-road guy. Not anymore, as you know, I've put priority on family and some other things in life right now, but I'll be back in the off-road game eventually. And I know that, like the United States, Australia has amazing off-road culture, arguably even better, honestly. It seems like per capita maybe even stronger than most of the U.S. for off-roading. Certainly got a good setting. So, yeah, let's get right into this. This is from a channel called Adventures Australia, so it'll be linked in the description down below, so make sure to check them out. We're going to skip around this video so you can check the full video uninterrupted in its entirety down there. And as well as this was suggested to us by Discord from PJ Pete, so thank you guys very much. As always, let's jump right into this, see what I think of this off-road rig from Australia. I believe it's a Ford Ranger. And see how the products, the style compares and differs from what I'm used to. Let's jump right into it. Looks like a lot of fun. This is my kind of element. So first thing, it sounds like a diesel, which is really cool. For some reason here for mid-size trucks, the Chevy Colorado does come with the diesel. So does the GMC Canyon, their sister trucks. You can get a diesel in there. But when it comes to the Ford Ranger, other smaller trucks like the Toyota Tacoma, which would be similar to like your Toyota Hilux, Nissan Frontier, kind of like a Nissan Navara. And, well, basically any other midsize truck on the market, I believe for the U.S. market, the only diesel option is with the Chevy Colorado. So to see a Ford Ranger with a diesel, which I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it sounds like a diesel. That's really cool. I like that, especially because this setup, I've learned, you know, when I built a couple off-road trucks, they can get really heavy really quick, right? And this truck may, even though it's not a totally huge full-size truck, it is definitely solid and pretty heavy, I imagine, in this current form, as opposed to when it left the showroom. And cool to have that instant torque and pulling confidence with the diesel. And let's just get right into this, man. I'm super excited about this.
So yeah, which is the train canopy behind me. But yeah, I've had heaps of questions about it. People wanting to see a walkthrough, how much it costs. So let's get into it.
Cool.
Go right
I'm all about this.
And have a look at it. So before I go for a full walk around.
So as you can see, he's going to walk us around it, but this thing is very modified. I love it. This is definitely an off-road slash, I would call it overland here in America, overland build. So you're able to haul almost any gear you want, right? And you're able to pull wherever you want out in nature. How awesome is that? Can't beat that. And basically camp, right? You have food. You have supplies, you have the ability to have shelter, tents, whatever. They're very versatile. And I'm sure there's a different name in Australia for overlanding, possibly. But yeah, this is really cool. Let's see what he explains. But yeah, this is far from stock.
I'll just go through one thing with the whole train canopy setup, which is the weight. I've been asked heaps about it because I went and weighed it before I got it on as the tub and canopy, and after with the train canopy. So before, when I had the tub and canopy, I got it weighed at 27-25 kilos. That, when I got it weighed, I had the Titan drawers in there and a fridge, the 12-volt system. I didn't have a spare tyre, but I had 15 litres of water in a jerry can, and I had 3/4 of a tank of fuel. The car was empty, just the usual stuff in there. No different to when I weighed it with the train canopy, and I wasn't sitting in the car. So the total weight, yeah, was 2,725 kilos. So I don't know, I thought that was pretty light considering, you know, how much stuff it's got on it. When I went back to Alex and got it weighed after the install, when I went there I didn't have the spare tyre on, but I had the drop slide in, no fridge. So for that I'm going to allow, I think I worked out 90 kilos for the fridge and the tyre. With that it's weighing in at 28.50. So, and then I'm allowing another 200 kilos of bits and pieces, you know, under 3 ton, which I'm pretty stoked about. So, you know.
Okay, so let's say 28.50, that roughly. I want to see what that is in pounds real quick. How many pounds is 2,850 kilograms?
2,850 kilograms is 6,283.17 pounds.
Yeah, that's a lot of pounds. And yes, my Siri is Australian. For reference, that's really heavy for a Ford Ranger, by the way. I mean, regardless, I think he's pretty happy about it. Maybe it's lighter than he even thought it'd be. So it's not terribly heavy, but it is pretty heavy for a Ford Ranger, in my opinion. My 3/4 ton, which I know American rating systems are weird, so let me just say my Ram 2500 Power Wagon that I used to have. You can see it on ancient videos on my channel. That's how my channel started. That was nowhere near a build like this. It wasn't built for overlanding. It was just more of pure off-road with not the ability to go camping out of as it was. And that beast was so overbuilt underneath. I did get it weighed at certified cat scales, and that was, I believe, I have a video on it actually. If I remember off the top of my head, I think it was at 8,260 pounds or something. So about 2,000 pounds heavier than this. But yeah, that was a really, really heavy truck. And it was a gasser, not a diesel. It was a 6.4 liter Hemi.
So let's go through it. So firstly, before I show you through everything, I'll go through the sizes of the tray and canopy. So the tray itself is 1650 long and 1870 wide. I personally think it works perfect. The side profile on this thing is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
So I'm pretty happy about that, how it's turned
definitely
out.
got.
And then with the,
let me go back to that shot. This is the type of style I like. You know, I'm not into flashy chrome, big rims, big wheels, all this stuff, right? I'm into off-road looks and especially rugged looks like this. You know, I love the color. It's got the snorkel, which first point already I've made in other videos, but I'll say again, this is very Aussie to me. Yes, snorkels are good for any off-road vehicle on anywhere on Earth, but it's very common. I see on builds in Australia, which is really cool. It is far less common here in the United States. You just don't see it as much. People know about them, of course, but it's just not as common. So that's really cool to see. Love the bumpers. It has the very basically steely, wheels or rims, and then obviously nice thick tires. Not sure the size. He'll probably say later. But yeah, I love that look. It's very rugged, almost industrial looking. I like that. This is the kind of look I went for on my Power Wagon as well. And yeah, the back system he'll explain here. It looks really, really cool. This is a nice looking off-road rig here. I like it.
So I'm pretty happy about that, how it's turned out. And then with the canopy size, I've gone for a 1400 long canopy, just to keep the weight of the tyre and jerry can and everything on the back wall a bit further forward, and I wanted to create better departure angles. I've had to get a tray back Heyman Reese tow bar, which sits a lot higher, sits just under the chassis rails, which I'm trying to keep it as open as possible. You know, I'm unsure of how I really want to set it up properly, but I just want to go on a few trips away just to get a feel for it and move things around, change things up. You know, every time I come back I might shift stuff around, but for the moment I've set it up pretty simple. Just keeping it open. All the accessories that you want to put in, you know, drawers, drop slides, fridge cages, travel buddies,
this is
brackets,
really cool.
They're all held in with these little Unistrut spring nuts, which are pretty cool.
That's pretty neat. What I like about these builds is you know, usually it promotes like kind of ease of access, ease of variability, right? You can change the way things are positioned, change things in and out, different accessories. I love the drawer or the tray systems. And this is nice and enclosed, really durable, it looks like, right? Don't have to worry about stuff falling out, people breaking in, that kind of thing. This is a really cool setup so far. Liking it.
So you can pull everything out if you want to, you know, change it up, move everything
Really
around.
cool.
So that's one bloody good thing about, you know, having a tray and canopy done by Mitts. So it's very versatile with how you can set it up. But I've got my Travel Buddy travel oven, you know,
Nice.
12 volt marine
I like
oven
that.
up there. It's the big one, just on a clip-in rack at the moment, which it works actually really well for me because I've got two Austrail RV directors chairs, and I'll tell you what, in the tub and canopy, they were bloody hard to store. I had to lay them flat. They took up, you know, nearly 200 mil of space, so that piled up, and then it just didn't work. So now with this, with the uni strut, I've just added in a couple of eye bolts on the floor and on the back wall, and you know, I can strap my chairs to the back wall, which I'm pretty happy about.
That's neat.
Yeah, so on that side it's pretty simple, you know. And then down here on both sides,
Oh, look at that.
I've got
That's neat.
800 mil toolboxes. So
Wow.
they're all
Very integrated very well, almost hidden, right? Wouldn't have even known that opened up, so that's really cool.
fully sealed, you know. I don't know what to keep in these at the moment. I just got some straps,
Yeah,
just in
why
case.
not, right?
But all that is sealed.
Very cool.
And then yeah, we've got the flared mud guards on either side as well. And then on the front wall, I've got a 200 amp hour Enerdrive lithium battery.
Wow.
This thing's bloody insane. It's huge.
Okay, what a beast. Look at how big that thing is. Wow. And it's lithium. This is nice.
But it's not
Wow.
that heavy for how big it is. I'm not sure how much it weighs.
I would think it'd
So,
weigh a lot.
I don't want to say the wrong figure. I think it weighs 13 kilos, but I'm probably way wrong. So yeah, that's sitting there in a battery tray that Mitts make. They can move it around if you wanted to,
Really cool.
but it looks pretty
Again,
good there.
versatility.
And then I've also got a 2,000 watt inverter on this side.
Inverter,
And
cool.
I'll tell you what, I'm cooking with an induction cooker, and I'll probably never use gas again. It's that quick and efficient. I'm still trying to
awesome.
work it out. So yeah, drop a comment below if you've got some tips on cooking with induction cookers on a 12 volt system. I'm very
This is really cool to me because, like I said, big off-road fan. Love off-roading. Would love to get back into it again once kids are a little older and stuff. It'd be so nice to get back into it. I just love off-roading and camping and overlanding. Like, it's just such a fun hobby, fun lifestyle, right? And I haven't really, just never got a chance to get this much into it with a rig built like this. And I just drool when I look at these. I mean, it's so cool. And there's a lot to learn, too. This is really cool.
very new to this, and
I'm new to
I want
this,
to make
big
it
time.
as efficient as possible. I don't know. When I was buying my induction cooker, I could only find the one from Kmart, which was $50. So I'm sure the more expensive, better named ones.
It's so bizarre how you guys have Kmart in Australia still, like, very relevant. And Kmart used to be relevant when I was a kid here in the United States, and it is so, like, it's just done. It's dead in the U.S.
Probably don't draw as much current, but who knows. So yeah, let's move around the back. So on the back wall, as you can see, I've got in the middle a fold down
Fold-down ladder. Cool.
Get up onto the roof, and then I've got the spare wheel carrier. This has
Nice.
got a big plate under there which the tyre sits on to support it. you know,
Oh, cool.
This big turnbuckle thing. That's solid as. So that's
Yeah.
housing
Nice
the
and
spare
solid.
tyre there. And then on
That's
the
a
side,
big tire, too.
I've got a jerry can holder. I've just put a
Nice.
diesel can in there just because it looks cool. So you can have water or diesel or whatever, but that's just in the...
Interesting tidbit, doesn't really matter, just more of a curiosity thing. If you can see at the bottom of the screen, he does have big mud flaps, I'd call them, splash guards. I would call these at the bottom actual mud flaps, though. Those are not required in the United States most of the time. But it's funny, I do know in Canada, any truck with big tires like this, or any big truck, period, basically has to have these. And I always thought that was funny, like the difference, right? Canada, you always see trucks with mud flaps. In the U.S., they're optional.
The rack it's all made out of Unistrut as well.
Wow, that's
so
really
you can
neat.
get lots of those fittings and eye bolts and things. Put those in there quite easily, move them around, take them out.
That's cool.
Up the top on the rack, I've got a EnerDrive 180 watt solar panel.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's not doing anything right now because it's bloody raining.
Well,
and then
yeah.
also at the back,
That's very cool to have.
I've got a full length bloody
Wow.
trundle.
Okay. Wow, that was hiding under there. Look at how long that is.
Whatever. At the moment.
Yeah, right? Wow, that's really nifty.
So on the driver's side, also got, like I said,
More?
another 800mm toolbox. This houses my TJM air compressor.
Wow,
so
that's really cool,
that is
man.
fully dedicated to that. You know,
Wow.
it all works like just perfect. It's nice to have something actually reliable in here.
Yeah, having onboard air. Wow. Could I have used that many times? That is so cool.
Bloody looks good. Like a little gold nugget in there in that nice
Yeah,
black
and
box.
it's sharp looking. Doesn't
These are
look
all
tacky.
Sealed and dust proof.
Damn,
you know?
that looks good.
Hopefully. So then another thing right up the front here, which is a massive deal. I've got a 30 litre poly water tank, which
Wow, cool.
is so handy to finally have like water on tap whenever I need it. Yeah, 30 litres.
That's amazing.
That's a big deal, you know, when you're traveling those longer distances, you don't want to always stop and fill up like, or buy water, you know. So you can just, I don't know, take a hose with you or whatever and yeah, fill it up as you need it. Yeah, that's what I'll be doing. And then another handy thing that they've done for me is, yeah, I've got dimmable, I think they're core lights, fully dimmable.
That's cool.
Interchangeable colours.
Wow.
Got the orange and white. Yeah, so the orange for the mozzies in summer and insects, you know, stop them from coming in, which I was pretty skeptical on, but I did it a couple of weeks ago. I was using them at my brother's house and we stood there looking at it and then changed it to this colour. It actually works really well. All the insects just bug it off. So
That's kind of cool.
so
Did
on the
not know
passenger
that.
side,
I know they're attracted to blue.
The whole 12 volt system runs along the whole back wall.
Wow, this is
Yeah,
wild, man.
That's epic. It's all EnerDrive. This also has a 3-stage charger. I'm not too specky with it at the moment. Still new to me, but I can plug it into the wall at home and it will fully charge the whole system up.
Wow.
On 240.
This
and then,
is cool.
Yeah, DC 40 amp DC charger, and then I've got the Cymarine panel that controls everything. I can
my
watch everything.
God,
The
no
barrel
way.
graph, you know.
Dude, this is next
all
level,
the
man.
Amps and inputs and outputs and everything like that.
Wow.
So, which it's very interesting. You can also Bluetooth it to your phone and check everything, which is pretty cool.
Okay, dude, this
and
is
the back
crazy.
half of the canopy here, I've got a big drawer with a
Nice.
table on top. Not sure how I've just got stuff in here at the moment.
That's really cool.
I'll set it up properly. And then, you know,
Yeah, storage and a table.
a table, yeah, which you can never have enough table space, but this thing is solid as.
Yeah, look at
And yeah,
that. Wow.
got heaps of storage. So I'm banging on about
It
but
doesn't look chintzy at all, right? It looks very tough, solid. Assume most of this is very durable. Can hold a lot of weight. This is really impressive.
still trying to figure out how to set it all up. So if you've got any pointers, let me know. I don't know, you might have some cool stuff.
I'm impressed. I'm learning.
I don't know about. So drop a comment below and let me know. Because I really
If this
need
guy's new to
help
this,
on
I
how to
mean,
set
this is a
up,
pretty
because
nice setup,
was
I
used to the
think.
tub
You
and
know,
canopy,
maybe I'm
which
easily impressed.
was a
I don't know.
shambles.
I mean, I have seen some setups that I haven't, like shown on video, but I've seen some emails from you guys, some awesome subscribers that have emailed. I can think of a couple in particular that had some really cool builds like this. One of them actually might have been even more spectacular than this that I do remember. But yeah, I've been very mind blown in a good way by some Australian builds that you guys have shown me. It's definitely a solid build.
I've got a Clearview ES 150 drop down slide.
Wow.
This thing's bloody good. I can finally see into my into the fridge, which is handy. So I'm not just bloody picking anything out.
That is wild.
And then with these Clearview drop slides, they come with another little table, little clip-on thing. I guess I was sick of seeing everyone modifying their the drop slides. So yeah, there we go, another table.
Oh my god, that's so wild. Dang, this just thinks of everything. It's got everything covered.
This is where I've been putting my induction cooker, and I just plug it in over here.
Wow.
So that
How about
seems to
that?
be working really well. So let's go through prices of what this would cost.
Here we go. And
the
good
tray and
stuff.
canopy itself, for this tray, canopy, drawer, trundle, toolboxes.
I'm gonna guess. I don't know. Like I said, I don't have experience with builds on this kind of level, so I actually don't really know what to even guess. This is not my expertise. But if I were to guess, this is going to be in American dollars, so you can slightly adjust it for Australian dollars if you're watching from there. I would guess this is around maybe 8,000 to 10,000 US dollars. We'll see what he says.
And the rack, powder coated in ebony black, is around $23,000. $23K. I know it seems like a lot of money.
It does seem like a lot, but then again, I mean, this is spectacular. It looks amazing. It's super functional, super versatile, convenient through the roof, right? And it has a lot of functions, and it seems to do them really well. And you know what? That kind of convenience and durability comes at a price. So I'd say it's worth it to people if they want this.
But I'll tell you what.
But
if
that is a lot.
I was to buy another Ranger tomorrow, being a tradie, and the bloody tax cuts and tax breaks that they got going now, it's a big write-off if you can afford to do it.
True.
So the 12-volt system, the full Enerdrive package with the panel, the sine marine, all the fuses, the circuit breaker, that whole panel on the back wall. I'll tell you, Harry sent me a message yesterday to let me know. 8,610 plus the G. I'm guessing that is plus GST. So you could say around the 9.5 grand mark. And you can.
Wow. So another 9.5K. So total, we're talking around 32,000 Australian dollars, right? So that's definitely a lot, right? That's a lot. This is a major setup for sure. But again, it'd be worth it to some people. I mean, this is incredible. Wow. I mean, just hats off. Like, this is a really, really cool setup. Definitely on the bucket list for me. I don't think I could dream of really affording something like this right now. But boy, it is something to, aspire to. It's really, really cool for an off-road build.
12-volt
it's neat,
electrical
man.
system like mine.
Definitely a lot more than I thought, though.
Yeah, it's a lot of money for a 12-volt system, and I know I'll probably get smashed by people telling me that, I can do it better for cheaper. Yeah, you probably could.
Well, I know how he feels there. I mean, yeah, there's always ways to do it better and cheaper, especially, people online know a lot more than you, right? So I know how that feels. But yeah, no, if this guy's happy with it, and actually he mentioned, I think part of this or most of it was sponsored, so that's a very lucky opportunity, right? Yeah, just go for it, man. Don't listen to anyone else if you don't want to. Do it your way, man, and that's really cool. This is a really cool rig. We're going to go ahead and end it there. Like I said, I did skip around, so if you want to watch it in its entirety, it will be linked in the description down below. Looks like a very enjoyable video, very awesome setup from Adventures Australia. So, yeah, shout out to him, and, yeah, check that link down there. Thank you for the Discord, for the awesome suggestions as always. What did you think of this setup? Is this your style? Is it too much? Is it too little? Like, could you possibly need more? And what did you think of the price? Do you think this price is totally justified, or do you think, whoa, that's more expensive than I would have ever thought? Definitely let me know down below as well. Either way, this is really interesting. I would like to explore more kind of cool custom off-road builds and things like that from around the world, but especially Australia. Dude, they got it going on with off-roading. It's really, really fun. Yeah, with that being said, if you learned something new from this video, if you enjoyed it, please make sure to smash that thumbs up button. Throw a like in this video. It will help it out. I do appreciate you. And subscribe if you haven't already. Join our amazing community here and never miss a fun video like this. And that being said, guys, my name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. Until next time, catch you later.